Mostly because I don't want to think about cooked cockroach anymore.
I clearly hit the record button a few seconds too early. Anyway, carry on.
Uh, so, last time in this game, you guys, see, I was deciding whether to self-depreciate or not, but yeah.
Nah.
You guys were entrusted with a letter for the criminal underworld. You carted it off to its destination, very smartly avoiding all of the traps and pitfalls I had set up for you. And then the people were pursuing you, launched a last and desperate attempt to stop the letter from arriving, and got themselves brutally murdered.
Or
I
castrated.
made a bowl.
Yep.
I mean, let's be honest, brutal murder is happening to that guy, just slightly off screen.
He's getting killed cinematically. That has less death saving throws.
A new torture method.
Oh no,
Okay.
this is horrible.
I hear faint Greek squeaking in the background.
No, you're imagining things.
No, you're just imagining things. Clearly.
Look in general.
No. I refuse.
Gross.
That's right.
Anyway.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just
Vomiting
bringing
in your mouth a little bit.
updated tokens over to the map.
Alrighty.
We had left off with the cutthroat being dragged into rapey darkness by Till. So, he's going to need a little while to interrogate the man. You guys should probably stay nearby, but you do have the run of the city.
Alright then. One amongst us is particularly good at haggling.
Yep, that'd be me.
Well, I've done a little bit of counting, looked through all this, and I'm thinking this would be best handled by you.
Well, you don't say. Well, alright then. Let's say me and you go make a little coin happen,
Right you are. Then I will heft up a bag of random bullshit.
Alright, let's see. That includes all the loot we stripped off these guys' corpses, yeah?
That is all the things that we have. The money was already split. This is just loot being sold. Right now we have 57 gold coins and like actual worth of things.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe your test will see how close to 57 we can actually get.
Fair enough. So I would like to go find either a merchant or a straight-up fence who's aligned with Till here in the city, because I'm not really sure about pushing off weapons and armor that still have their previous owner's lifeblood still on them to, random peasants.
Esva.
I Limberfoot.
You owe me axe.
I'll just indicate. Then take one of these. It's just a short sword, but it's your shit axe that broke, not me.
You broke it.
No, your axe broke. There's a difference. I just happen to be the one holding it. Just think, could have broke while you were fighting some folk, and then it didn't. If anything, I did you a service.
Meanwhile, Wolfram, you are indeed able to find a dwarven merchant. He's not directly working for Till, but you know, they have an understanding.
Good, good. Just the sort of person I needed. So, I guess it's time for a haggling roll, yeah?
Yep, this will be opposed by him. But,
Alright. How does an opposed roll work?
you both roll, and whichever one of you gets more degrees of success
Okay.
wins.
Well, I have a 40 in this skill, so good luck me. Do I get any, like, assistance from my elf friend here?
Sure, I'll give it a go.
Alright,
Is this
so
a
it's
challenging roll?
Um,
Merzendi?
in this case, you're one of Till's workers. You'll get a +10 bonus.
Okay, so a total of plus 20. Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah! Alright. Can I use
You
a
might
fortune
wanna-
point to reroll that?
You can.
Alright, I will do that again. Let's see, with a 20-point modifier. Yeah, alright.
Hey, a success.
This is against his.
Maybe he'll fuck it up.
Hey, he fucked it up!
Alright. So you have a success, not any degrees. So you talk him up to 60% of value.
Alright, so it's 57 times... Oh, you're doing it. Okay, good.
Yeah,
wanna
don't
fucking-
you worry about that.
Yeah, the less math I have to do, the better.
34 gold crowns, and that actually comes to 4 silver.
Alright.
Four shillings.
How did you say gold crowns?
Gold coins, even.
I could have sworn
1,
I
2,
heard
3,
gold
4,
crayons.
5, 6. There's 6 of us, so... Thank God.
Again, I got this shit under control. So everyone gets a gold, and then I need to do some gold to shillings math, so leave that with me.
Alright.
So add
good.
5 gold to your books, and give me a moment for the rest.
I'm almost halfway to getting a really good pair of boots.
And everyone gets 13 silver shillings.
Alright.
I'll put that on Winter's character sheet for him, since he's not here.
And I'm gonna go open the rulebook and see what fun things I can afford with that.
Not a massive amount. We're at, what, 10 gold crowns each now? Ish? I think you might have a slightly
I
better
have
moment.
20-something, so...
Not spend as much as I did. 'cause
Yeah,
had to buy
I
things
also chewed up some money at the
This is
beginning of the
true.
game.
This is also true.
Alright, let's see. Where's those goddamn weapons?
I wonder if I can get some leather pants around here.
Probably could.
Probably.
Well, okay, physically I can find some, it's whether I can afford them.
Well, I can always try and haggle for you.
That would be appreciated.
Let's see, a throwing dagger is strength bonus -3. Wait, a single throwing dagger costs 3 gold coins? What?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Okay.
They are quite recoverable and very useful because they don't break like arrows do, so it's a ranged weapon that you can keep on recovering.
They have a point.
They do, as do arrows admittedly, but you know, the point of a throwing dagger is longer.
Well, I
Yeah, I
already
was
have
gonna, like,
6, so I guess I'll
legitimately a
suffice.
sheath of those is real useful.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Equipment, clothing, armor.
Right.
There's
Is there
the
anything
armor.
else anyone else in the party needs here in town that I can help you haggle down?
I can't think of anything that immediately comes to mind.
Do you guys have rations?
Yes.
I have 13 days of rations left, which actually should be 12 since we came in here. So, yes, I have rations.
I'm gonna need
I
5
have-
rations.
I have like 4 weeks worth of rations.
I mean, do you think they have shirts in my size?
Welcome to the long and tall department.
Ooh,
You do
I
kind
also
of make
should get
look.
some leather pants, actually.
Yeah,
More healing poultices and a couple of rations for me.
sure. Can you try and haggle down some leather pantaloons?
Alright, so let me just put together the shopping list. 2x leather pants. What did you need, Snippy?
I need 5 rations and 5 healing poultices.
Alright, 5x healing pots. So that's what? Fucking Skow, math for me.
Sure.
I'm gonna try and just lump
Let's
this
see
all
here.
together.
Yep. Well, you sure you want to lump this all together because it's all coming out of different sources of money. So let's see the tests first.
Well, they're all gonna come out of my money, and then I'm gonna extort it back from people.
Oh, smart move. Very smart move. Sure, give me a moment. Equipment, food and drink, rations. They come in per week. I believe it's so 5 days instead is.
Now just fucking just get a week's worth.
Yep, sure. 6.
You mean 7?
And healing poultices. No, isn't it 6
Oh,
shillings
right,
for
yeah.
a week's worth? That's why I was like, God, it's really awkward to actually scroll that down to 5. It's not a shilling per ration. You buy what you buy 6, you get 1 free.
That's so fucking stupid.
What? No, I mean you're buying them in
I
bulk things. That
know,
makes
I
sense.
know. Also, hey, my dirty peasant tokens.
Everyone loves dirty peasant tokens. Healing poultice. They, wow, 5 pennies each.
What is a healing poultice exactly?
Mostly manure.
Mostly.
You slap it on a wound and eventually it stops being quite so bad.
Alright, I'm pretty sure if you rub cow shit in a wound, you just lose the body part that's attached to.
Sigma be praised.
Okay.
There you go.
Anyway. So yeah, I would like to try and haggle down that shopping list, basically.
Okay. Can you go ahead and give me another haggle?
Sure. Is it the same merchant, or am I going to have to just go to several?
Yeah, he can handle that for you.
Alright, so same plus 20 modifier. Sweet.
Yeesh.
Let me just take that next fortune point off. Right quick.
Oh yeah, you're about to get fucking reamed.
Yeah, no, that ain't happening. I have a reputation to maintain here. What the shit?
Well, it's slightly
gods
better.
The gods determine that your time of Jewing is over.
Alright, so you haggle, you... Oh, fuck, Snippy.
Hey, this reminds me
Sorry.
of shit I used to do.
Yeah, I know, right?
You haggle with him, you try some tricks, and then you suddenly pause. You realize just a few seconds too late, you might have accidentally insulted him.
Oh no. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that about your beard.
You don't want it to be a dwarf.
I'm sure your wife's beard is beautiful.
That's more lustrous than any you've seen. Glares at you.
Eep.
Shea conditions. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Alright. How much am I out for then?
So he got 2 degrees of success, and you critically failed.
I critically failed?
Yep. 96 to 100 is a critical
Oh,
failure.
for fuck's sake.
Just like 1 to 6 is a... No,
1 to
it's 94.
5.
Yeah, 1 to 5. 1 to 5 is a critical success.
Hey, don't you laugh at my failure, Snippy. I'm fucking doing this to save you money. I'll have you know.
I mean, the
Yeah,
stuff I want fairly cheap.
Well, it was fairly cheap.
Was. I do
Yeah,
appreciate
that's just going to be knocked up to a flat 21 gold.
Don't
21 gold.
you got
Scheisse.
fucking shysted on the poultices.
The poultices are
Fine.
supposed to be super cheap.
Yeah, they are. But nope, 21 gold. I mean,
Fine.
It's not worth it. Bail.
No, it's fine. I gotta maintain good working relationships with my my merchant colleagues here, so I will begrudgingly pay over the 21 GC.
And
And then I will extort a gold piece from somebody, like, say, our elf friend here, who I just bought leather pants for.
you're seriously charging me 11 gold coins?
I was going to charge you 1 gold coin.
Oh, okay. But I've spent 10 on pants.
No, see, I spent 10 on pants just now. So I just took all of that out of my money. But yeah, so
Oh, okay.
I guess...
Yeah, sure. I'll hand over a gold. I'm like, wow, gold for pants. That's very, very kind of you.
Yep. Alright.
Yeah. I'll turn around. Do these things make my ass look big?
Which one's the answer you want?
Frankly, you're supposed to say, oh no, I'm not interested. Alright, fine, it's bigger, I know.
No, it looks very svelte.
Alright. So Squint. To be fair, I set you up for failing that one from the outset.
Yeah, there was no win in that one.
Wolfram rolls for blood loss.
Yep. Alright, well, I have leather pants now, so that's nice.
By the way, guys, there's actually a blood loss button, which is terrifying.
Where is that? I want to lose some blood.
It's beneath the hit location section of your armor. If you've never known what blood loss is, a character who's suffering from blood loss has a chance to just fucking die. A 1 in 5 chance to die every single time.
Woo! I did it, guys!
You would have, yeah, result death. So your first test of bleeding killed you.
Jesus. You needed an 80 for that.
I have rolled 3 in succession higher than a fucking 90.
There is something.
Christ.
I'm glad I'm getting these rolls out of the way before anything important happens. Like, the net loss here is being out of, like, a GP. So, whatever.
yeah.
And then dying from blood loss, but, you know.
There is something that I was thinking maybe you could buy for me.
Mm-hmm.
I want a belt. A good one. A thick one. A girdle belt.
Alright. How much does that usually cost?
4.
4 GC?
Yep.
Alright, you're gonna actually have to pay for that, but I will try and haggle it down for you.
Yep.
Did I say 4? I meant 5.
Alright, I'm gonna go to a different merchant and try and get a goddamn belt, because I've soured this relationship for the day. So, I'll just soak up my elf assist bonus, and just fucking... Yeah! I did the thing.
Ooh. Coincidentally, all merchants have basically the same stats.
Yeah, I
I
figured,
had 2
but,
degrees,
you know.
too.
Hey.
So you actually got a 2 full degrees of success. So,
We're good, like down to 3 gold coins.
yeah.
Cool. Alright, yeah. Gunnar, pay up 3 GC, and you can have a nice thick belt.
Is good build.
What does the belt accomplish for you besides just being a belt?
Well, it holds a man's pants up.
It's like one of those giant leather belts that can like the fucking awesome engraving on the front. So
All right. You see, I've never had to worry much about a belt. I kind of hold them up with the hips. You obviously just need to exercise more. Perhaps try climbing things.
Beating a man with a belt.
But
No,
I
that was
tend
my
to
daddy's job.
I tend to have
Here's one.
weapons for beating people.
No. See, here's the thing. If you beat your kids, you either have a belt or a stick that you have to wrap a shirt in, so that you don't leave marks for the wife to find.
Why would you be worried about your wife finding marks? I don't get it.
Happy wife, happy life.
Why would they be happy or Never mind. This is going to go in a very just depressing conversational direction otherwise.
See, this is the difference between men and you.
I can't tell if that's racist or sexist.
Maybe both, but alright, I'm running low on patience for it anyway. And yeah, I suppose Esva will call it a
In
night.
reality, the girdle's just a sturdier belt that lasts a lot longer.
Alright, I understand. Yeah.
So yeah, while those two are out shopping, what do you other three do? Now the excitement has died down a bit. People are, doing more in things, and drinks being passed around.
Well, let's
Sorry.
see.
Wrong pipe?
I was told to my face
just
that
almost
people
swallowed my tongue.
Yeah.
As Amelia just realized that people are after her to kill her, she's probably gonna try to calm down her nerves, which means alcohol tests.
Drink, little lady.
Right, time to put this tank into use. I'm gonna buy some ale.
Drink it slow. I nod to the commoners to watch the priestess try to drink. This is gonna be funny.
So an ale needs an easy test, right?
Well, hold on. Are you just drinking to try to get drunk?
I'm just drinking to forget the fact that there are people trying to kill me. And
That
I'm
sounds like a
succeeding.
yes.
I'm failing at getting drunk, but this is fine.
So if you just want to mark down what an appropriate amount of gold or silver, you can just
With a nail
fast forward and, if it doesn't say somewhere in this book, I would be very surprised.
Fair do.
It does. So, a full keg is 3 shillings.
Perfect! 3 shillings! Those shillings are not gone.
And fast forwarding Amelia's night, she just forgets everything. Temporarily forgets her name. Go ahead and roll me a D100 on the stinking drunk table.
Yeah, I would drink that much. Just the entire fucking queue. Oh! That's wrong.
Yeah. Do it again.
Tell me that. Is that the one where you drown your own vomit?
You can't drown.
Oh, fuck. I think I pick a fight.
No, you don't quite.
I love the alcohol table so much. That would have been great if I was always like, just watch out, because I know that one gets a little bit vicious when she's drunk and then immediately just gets into a fist fight. I was joking!
Are you looking at my halfling?
Somehow, you've managed to adopt a little halfling boy. You're not sure where he came from, but people are looking at him and looking at you funnily. You think they have some weird ideas about what your plans are with this halfling boy.
Aye, that's my new friend, Alberto. Say hi, Alberto. And drink with me. For tonight, we rejoice. For the gifts that Shallya has given unto us. More drinks. That's pretty much how the whole night goes.
Even up north, this would be considered weird.
Don't judge her.
Oh, there is a lot of Norsemen judging.
Benny.
People don't drink water in this setting, remember? Like, it's like said in the rule book that like drinking water is a quick way to get dead. Yeah, not in like town.
Beer, purified
Sure,
water.
Savin?
Yes, we had this conversation last time.
Okay.
A throwing dagger is SB -3 for damage. Or in
But
this case, for me, it's just a flat D10.
If you put -3 in that little damage box, though, the your damage will already include the bonus.
Right, but it's a ranged weapon, which doesn't include the strength bonus.
Yeah, this is very true. They use your
So
BS.
with throwing
so
dagger,
you-
yeah, it's just a flat D10, versus with a
Correct.
melee dagger, it's now a D10 plus -3. So
And on top of that, this is ale rather than beer. Ale will spoil on the road, beer will not. So it's
Also-
basically very cheap.
It's a small keg, it's only 15 ales.
It's not that much ale. That's like the first half night of drinking.
But Amelia is small and doesn't have that great a constitution, I think.
No, all of Amelia's stats are trash. It's great.
She just she doesn't actually use the tankard. She orders that little keg and then has a puts an umbrella in it and it has a crazy straw. It's pretty great.
Aye, it'd be a shame. You have to watch the
She
tank
invents
thing.
ye old dark and stormy.
Anyway, Benny, how are you passing the evening?
Priestess doesn't die. And drinking. But making sure the priestess doesn't die.
That's a good idea. Gunnar, what do you do?
I sit around, enjoying myself, getting a couple drinks, and telling stories with anyone who's willing to listen. Maybe that off-duty soldier. He seems like he seems like a person willing to swap some stories.
Yeah? Well, he's willing to have some Norseman story time. He's also offering up bets for an arm wrestling contest.
You sure you want to do that?
Psh. Fine. You're a big lad, but I've taken bigger.
Have you?
Yeah. This one time back in the Beast War. Had to wrestle me Albert back from a Minotaur. Those were bloody awful times. Lots of blood and awfulness.
My father was a bondsman up north. He owned he owned some land and he owned some people. It was great. It was great, good fun. But one time, an ox broke free, and we had to try to guide it back. That was fun. I had my eldest sister, she joined in with us because she thought she could. She actually got her first scar because it threw its head at the wrong time.
Ah, sounds like my kind of woman. No offense.
She's deadly throwing a rock. Swear she can hit a man in 50 paces.
My wife could, back before the pox took her. She didn't use rocks though. She used our
Children?
No. They were too speedy for her to pick up. She used our chamber pot.
Oh. You still use those?
I mean, that one mostly is a thrown weapon, but yeah. Welcome to the Empire, Sonny Jim.
You haven't invented outhouse yet.
I mean, it gets cold. It's...
You don't know cold. Now, you said something about arm wrestling. Yes.
Maybe another time. You can take an ox, just casual like. I like my shoulders working.
He wasn't that big of an ox. I've seen beasts roam that were bigger than this building.
Yeah. You're just talking him more and more out of it. And he is not drunk enough to, risk his job on you slipping and using too much force. But eventually a drunk, dirty peasant wanders over, having heard the story, and says, hey, you'll come at the ox, right? I bet you by a dozen drinks I can take ya.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is going to be an opposed strength test. I have every confidence you're gonna trash this man, but go on.
Roll 98.
Okay, let's hope for the best here. Yeah, I've seen the injuries of what happens when arm wrestling goes wrong. I don't need to be reminded.
Well, that poor man.
Yeah, you just clobber the peasant. Indeed, you push him down so hard that the chair that he's grabbed just snaps and he goes sprawling. But he does make good on his word, and a dozen tall ales are provided to you.
This is good evening. Good evening.
And we will just fast forward through the rest of the night until the morning. One of the bar servants, tells all of you that you can take a room for yourselves free of charge.
Well, that's nice.
And yeah, just skip on straight to the morning.
The halfling's not coming with us, is he? She. It.
I
Amelia?
don't know. What does the halfling say?
Oh God, that's right.
We don't need
Are
a
you
fight.
going to be my mummy forever?
I so shall. I
Fuck off, Tiny Tim.
Well, I guess mummy needs her sleep.
Mommy likes to drink.
Alright, so now just let me, whose stats is probably closest to this? You know what? Yours are, probably. He's a halfling. Of course he has sleight of hand trained.
Oh,
Okay,
Can I beat him with a...
right. Benny, Gunnar, you should probably roll with perception.
I love this. This is perfect.
This mean I can start, if I catch him, I can bounce his head off the bar.
turns out he's not actually a halfling boy. He's just like a 50-year-old man. Nobody could tell the fucking difference.
Yeah. Actually, no, for you were specifically watching Amelia, trying to keep her from dying. You can have a plus 20.
Womp.
Fate.
Okay.
No, you know, this is fine. This is fine. He probably needed it more than I did.
Gunnar, it is challenging for you.
Hope for the best.
Still not as good as his.
Oh, Christ.
I actually think that's a draw, actually.
Oh
Unless
god, why?
you use a fate point to bump it up. So you
Yes,
get
I
more
could,
success.
I could spend a fate point to increase it.
Yes.
So I can bounce the midget's head off the bar. And shake him until coins come out.
Alright.
Fuck off, Skow.
I mean, yeah, the GM is one.
Are you spending a fortune point to catch him?
Yes.
To watch the midget? Yes, because I doubt I'm going to get another chance.
Okay. Yeah. You spot the little halfling boy, attempting to just surreptitiously unfasten Amelia's coin pouch and make off with it.
I would like to casually walk up and grab the little halfling boy by the scruff of his neck and say, 2 options. Give back the coins, or I bounce your head.
Yes, Governor.
Give him a brief shake for emphasis.
Yeah. When you if you're standing up straight, it's only comfortable for you to have your hand on his shoulder by picking him up and holding him a few feet in the air. So he is suitably intimidated, gives back the coins, and
Anything else?
No, Governor, that was all.
Shake him again.
Okay, roll me a d8. He does not jingle nor jangle. He appears to have no other coins.
Is this your first time?
First time being caught, Governor. You've got very sharp eyes.
Well, about 4 drinks in, I don't know what to say about that. Right. You have options. I like options. Help us for our entire stay here, or I see how far I can throw you.
Yes, Governor. I'll come back in the morning and be your guide then, sir.
No
Right.
tricks?
No tricks, Governor.
Good. I politely just walk him to the door of the tavern and then just drop him outside and then shut the door.
Okay. So now I need to find a halfling child token.
Just get Bilbo from the animated Lord of the Rings movie, please.
Oh my god, why?
I haven't seen that movie in fucking years.
It's the best.
Look, that soldier's probably seen this before. He probably gives 1.21 megafucks.
Hey, he's a soldier, not a city guard. Why would he give a shit?
As I said, 1.21 megafucks.
It's great.
And there is a lot of overlap, but
Depends on whether
he's off duty.
Depends on whether he's garrisoned here or not.
God, so that halfling was a very successful thief.
It's fine. I have 3 purses. He only stole 1. You didn't know what I hate the other ones.
Boobs and butt.
I'd imagine you're actually
Yeah.
flat-chested.
No, you've seen her.
See,
She's got a little going on.
Now, are we talking like a coin bag or an actual coin purse? Because coin purse has a negative 10 to stealing it.
3 purses. Like, you still got a very fucking good roll.
His roll was incredible.
Yeah.
His roll was pretty fucking incredible.
See, I anticipated this.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Oh shit,
My
how am I
eyes.
getting here?
Oh my eyes.
It's actually
Oh my god.
amazing.
Did he just find the most disturbed picture he could find of?
Of Bilbo. But yeah.
Shit.
Fucking cartoon ass Bilbo motherfucker.
Technically, this is Frodo, but
Same difference.
Yeah.
Can we call this one Dildo Swaggins?
God damn. I think you mean YOLO Swaggins, but still, no.
YOLO Swaggins of the Fellowship of the Bling.
Christ.
I'm sorry.
You're not. You shouldn't be. This is great.
I mean, he's dildo swaggins of swag end.
This is amazing. Let's keep going down this path. See where it leads us.
alright, so you get to go and live on the GM layer for a bit. So, yes. Robbery averted. I assume that, either Gunnar or Benny ensure that Amelia actually gets into a bed, right?
Yep.
Who? What? Who? How dare you? Sorry. I was pulling a winter there. What's going on? Filling up my time card for work.
That's okay. I was just asking if either of you actually escorted Amelia to bed, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Of course Benny did.
He's a solid bro.
Does Benny actually have consume alcohol trained?
You can't, like, just take talents, so no.
I know. I didn't know if it was part of the wizard thing.
No. I just have an insane amount of toughness.
Maybe if we drink enough together, I can teach you how to drink better.
Not how it works in this system.
No, apparently, one thing I read is that you can award certain characters, like, the ability to pick up certain skills and talents outside of their trait normally, as a reward.
Oh! Yeah, if that's a thing, then, yeah, Benny, you're Benny, you're going to be able to take consume alcohol with experience.
Okay.
You're never
I
gonna
also
get
didn't
drunk.
spend my XP from last week, so I'll just spend that now doing that.
Yeah, Merzendi, I was looking up.
There we go.
I was
It's
looking
straightened
up
out.
all different things, and that popped up in rewards. Rather than a monetary or an experience thing, you can just say your reward is access to something you normally wouldn't have.
Is it an award or is it like FFG 40k where you just said you unlocked it, now you have to spend the XP for it?
You unlocked it.
Okay, cool. So then I'm gonna spend my XP then. XP gone.
Unlocking it is the reward.
XP gone.
It'd be like, well, yeah, a wizard being able to unlock its fucking hell, dodge blow, which I don't think wizards get.
Nope, I do.
Well, anyway, during the night, everyone except Amelia, who is drunk as a skunk, give me a perception test.
Oh boy. Perception test.
+0?
Yep, +0.
Yeah.
Alright, does this perception test involve listening?
It does.
Ah! Still didn't help me.
Yep, I failed.
If we all failed, I'll just buy into a success.
Hey,
Okay.
Gunnar.
Gunnar succeeded. He's the one true hero.
He noticed because he's uncomfortable because the bed's too damn small.
And you know, of the people to notice, he's probably the best. Other than Bjorn. But Winter isn't here, so yeah. Gunnar. You sleeps even more soundly. Because you hear the screams and sounds of someone being tortured. It reminds you of home.
It reminds me of the skills I learned from Dad. He was the best slaver in the village.
I'm glad I did not hear that then.
Anyone who wasn't a Norseman would have had to test against an insanity point.
Nice.
It's comforting.
So yeah, now actually fast forwarding to the morning, yeah.
I'm probably up as early as one can possibly be. Like, I've got the hand, just like a head resting on the pillow and a hand is just resting on a dagger that is beneath the pillow, and I'll wake up and not move and make sure that everything's cool and then slowly actually get up.
Alright. Yeah. When you head out, you, see that the main room of the bar is deserted, except for Till, who is just sat there, brooding.
All right, there. Good morning to you, Till.
Morning. There's still some porridge behind the bar. Should be hot, if you want any.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I'll, vault the bar. So, what news did you get out of that fella in the end?
Well, eh, what did Wolfie tell you from your...
I've known old Wolf now for, well, most of his life at the very least. So there's not a few things I don't know. Don't know what deal you've got with him going right now, at the very least, but I know that you're the one who has him for his carriage at the first place.
Interesting, but I actually meant what did he tell you about Joachim?
About Joachim himself? Nothing of much import, I just know that he's a shaky fella.
He didn't used to be like that. He used to be a very sturdy one of my boys in an Altdorf.
And his shakiness, is that, a recent development?
And it's literally brand new. At least as far as I'm concerned. Maybe
Alright.
he's been getting more nervous, but this is the first time he's decided to tell me.
So it would seem. No, he's always seemed a shaky sort whenever I've seen him about. Admittedly, only past maybe a year or so.
Well, that's irritating.
Why, you think he's lost his dander in more significant ways then? Row.
Roo. And then I'll be right back. I'm just gonna take Tasha out.
Okay.
Sure.
Take me out or I'm gonna eat more butter. This time I'm gonna eat the paper too.
We're alone, so I'm telling you. This letter he wrote, he's gone raving. Thinks that followers of the dark gods are coming in and forming a street gang.
Alright. Can I try a check, perhaps of some kind, to see if I know of any rumors that might have been passing about? I know that my sister deals in the dark and shady.
You can give me either... actually, best I take a look at a character sheet. It's still getting used to what skills there actually are.
Mm-hmm.
You can give me either a common knowledge of the Empire or a retroactive gossip test.
Alright then. Let's go with...
These will both be challenging. They would have substantial negatives, but your sister is the exact type of person who would know.
Alright. Really not my specialty regardless. But let's give it a go. Nope. Well, must say that nothing in that kind of event happening comes to mind at the very least.
I'm of much the same view. But then again, someone didn't want me getting this letter.
Aye, but it was people who didn't want you getting the letter. Hardly some goat-faced fuckers.
How old are you, lass?
Myself? Oh, that's a bit of a personal question. She'll squint for a moment.
You... Are you old enough to remember the storm?
Oh, no, I'm roughly in my, like, 40s, so as far as I'll get out, pretty young for an elfy lass.
Ah, you're an elf.
Oh, of course.
Man. Eh, suppose nobody can be perfect. But, you remember a storm you should remember. But it was just men that did most of the fighting for them.
Aye, fair enough point and all. But you'd think if it were forces of chaos trying to push some kind of illicit dealing stuff, then they'd at least want one representative of them. Got fist fuckers.
Aye. Aye. Which is why after breakfast I'm going back to torture.
Alright, fair enough. Still, if it is chaos folk, then it might very well be that torture ain't going to do you much of fun. If you had a cock left, it'd
Oh,
probably
it's
be
going-
getting hard.
It's going to do me a whole lot of fun. Might not be good, but it will be fun.
Fair enough point.
You and Wolfie and your other fellows, you should probably look into some other work while you're here. Will probably be a few more days before he breaks properly. And,
Alright.
yeah, notices are piling up in the town square. Couple more than just the regular join the army, see the empire, rah rah, all patriotic bullshit.
So long as it's not helping find some Miss Willa's damned cat.
I don't know him off the top of my head. Anyway, I need to be getting back to him.
Alright, you have your fun. Yeah, before the rest of me and mine all wake up, I guess I'll go have a look at these notices.
And, oh. Don't steal any drinks, right?
It's not my kind of stuff, if I'm entirely honest. No, to the bar again.
Elves.
And yeah, while people are waking up still, I guess I will make sure I'm all hooded up and go check out the square. And while I'm out there, a good paranoia look around to see if we're being observed by anyone.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a perception.
Sure. Do. Yeah, crit.
God, hot damn. What does your elf eye?
Okay. You pop outside and you see one under a bush. It's a tiny male halfling. He looks to you. Well, halflings all look relatively small and young, but this one you think is actually 8.
It's because he hasn't picked up the potbelly yet.
Mm-hmm.
At that age, they're still somewhat skinny.
It's because their parents can't help but eat their shares.
Yeah, so squint. What are you doing there, little one?
Hello, miss. I'm waiting for for Mommy the priestess and the big redhead man.
Alright. Mummy. You know what? It's not worth knowing. Didn't know she had herself her own little halfling. She weren't drunk, was she?
Mummy loves her aqua vitae.
Alright, cool.
That's so wrong, but so right.
Alright, I mean, I'm sure she'll manage this situation just fine. They'll be up and done eventually, I'm sure. And they'll, like, just stick hands back under robe and head off to the square. Fucking halfling's child? Goodness me.
You can just feel his eyes following you as you head into the center of Bergenhafen.
Wogenhafen. Hey,
Gosh, this place is a right shithole.
And silhouetted on the horizon, just across the river Bogen, you can see Castle Graunberg.
Ugh. Yep, I will just quickly make for the board and then hopefully get back to the tavern before I'm missed.
Okay, I have a critical question for you.
Yes.
Are you literate?
Oh wait, she's not a high elf. Never mind.
I'm not a high elf.
I think you are, because we talked about you and someone else being the only two literate people of the party.
No, it's me and Amelia who are the only literate people.
Yeah,
in the
they're
party.
the only literate people. So no, I'm not. So I intend to look for things that look like wanted posters because I can recognize that shit.
Okay. Also, if you stick around for a while, there will probably be a crier coming to read them out to you commoners.
Yeah. Tell you what, in fact, wait, is literacy its own thing, or is it just if you have a trained language?
Read write is its own skill.
Yeah, right. Fuck. God, I can't even read write Elvish.
Read write is one of the rare skills in the game.
Yeah, I don't come across that at like any fucking point. Ugh, I'm gonna need fucking lessons for this one.
Well, yeah.
Alright, so... roll me a d8.
Sure.
No.
Yeah.
There are indeed lots of notices, but none with helpful pictures, none that appear to be traditional wanted posters. Lots of rah-rah join the army stuff. Are you interested in joining the army? They'll teach you how to read and write if you get an officer's commission.
Yeah, I don't think an elf is going to get themselves an officer's commission for some reason.
No, but you could get up to cadet, which cadets learn to read.
Cadets are the people who are getting officers' commissions.
Yeah. Cadets are fast-tracked. I would not make it to cadet. I would
so
make
long as
it
there
to
wasn't
rank
physical
and file, and then stay rank and file until it killed me. That's if they let me in the first place, because I'm a dirty elf.
Just then take off your hat. Claim
Never.
slice.
The hat does not come off the entire time.
Claim slice.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I look over the board and I go, alright. Fuck, even the words I think I'm supposed to know what they mean don't seem to be coming up right. Am I dyslexic?
You wish you were listastic. At least then you would be able to read with a penalty.
Shake my head slowly. Ah, fuck, it's no good to me. Tell you what I can do. Does anything look like it was put down in rich person paper? Like, good quality writing?
Yes, there are... there are two ones that appear to be put in rich person paper, and you know, one that isn't good quality writing, but in the bottom corner of it, you see it has the same symbol as is hung above the bar that Till is based in.
All right, then. Let's have a look here. Is there a crier nearby that I can wave over?
Just how early did you wake up?
Probably like 5 a.m.
No.
No, okay. Fuck it.
They slightly more civilized than you.
Uncivilized, more like. Gotta wake up with the sun, as much as it may be. Yeah, all right then. I'll just claim those two on their rich person paper and head back to the bar.
Okay. When you get that, yeah, everyone else has been able to start waking up. The normal barman has reappeared, with hot porridge, bacon, so on.
Yep. Instead, I'll grab a seat. It'll probably be Till's one. I noticed that he's the only person who gets a seat that isn't window facing. Actually, no, there is one in the corner over there, so there you go. I'll pick that one. I hate being seen from fucking windows when I'm eating.
Can we come out of the bedroom now?
You should be able to move through dynamic lighting. I thought I'd turned off restrict movement.
Gunnar, I don't think it's nice to check other people's rooms.
Murder. Never know when they might come up.
Okay. Sorry, excuse me. Pardon. Oh god, no. I don't remember this place at all.
Amelia is now at the door to the bar.
Oh,
Would you just like
There we
me to
go.
move you to the bar, guys?
no.
Hi.
I found the way eventually. Oh
I slept
god.
amazing.
Shallya.
Wolfram's just still asleep.
Soaring logs.
Even the smell of roasting oats and frying pig doesn't awake Wolf.
That
One day
might
get into the
start to rouse him. But he'll definitely be
He
like the
wasn't being
last person
roused
to
when
wake
Amelia
up.
opened the door.
Is that scrapple I smell?
What? What's this porridge?
I know the
Merzendi.
smell. I know the smell of swine flesh.
Oh, you're one of them fancy types that calls it by the name of the animal.
No,
Aye.
fuck, I could go for some scrapple. Pan fry that shit with a little bit of maple syrup.
Merzendi, where am I?
I'll take care of you. Through here, down through here.
Thank you.
Who'd have
Since
thunk
it's
that's
usually included with the cost of rooms, you do not have to pay for a large bowl of porridge, a side of bacon, and some bread.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'll call out to either Amelia or Benny. Hey, do one of you two happen to read shit?
Yes. I know how to read. Oh, God.
Amelia, give me a toughness test.
This is great. I got this.
Oh, you're actually good at toughness. Well, everything hurts. Mostly your head and your stomach.
Yeah.
You also vaguely remember having adopted a halfling.
What was I doing yesterday?
Drinking, having a good time, blanching at death,
Oh no.
adopting small children.
What?
8.
Hey, Benny. You could take a look at this for me, big man.
Alright, I'm coming.
Oh no, Amelia, don't puke on my shoes.
I'm not gonna
Of course
puke.
you
I
said
feel
that
fine.
as soon as I took a huge bite of food.
Norm. Also, Amelia, there happens to be some kind of halfling boy outside waiting for his mum.
Oh,
And the man with the big red hair.
no.
Oh yeah, I hired him to be our city guide.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Well, by hired him, I shook him until he agreed to help us.
Alright. Anyway. Here, Benny, can you take a look at a couple of these? And I will flip around some papers. Yoinked them off a job board this morning before anyone else could get to them.
But of course.
Can't read it all for shit.
The handwriting is quite bad. I will read out what these notices say.
The first one on what you, Benny, recognize as proper vellum, informs us that the Dame von Schmeiser requires the assistance of intrepid youths. Inquire with her Gerard at... and it gives an address.
You see, whenever I see fancy paper, I figure that's what her paying job is. What about the other one?
The second one, it's shorter. Frau Winker requires information on her husband.
That one sounds a darn sight less interesting. It's just someone trying to figure out what her husband's been getting up to. Now, Winker.
That's what I said, wanker.
Alright, fair enough.
Wolf just starts laughing.
And go back to gnawing on a bread hill. This dame, whatever her face is, though, sounds like possibly paying job for you lumberfoots.
But not you, fleet of foot.
Of course. I mean, why would I have indicated otherwise? I mean, it's a job for you, it's a simple matter for me, but I'll be sure to keep you company regardless.
Right, then you won't be needing a share of the payment then.
No, if anything, I'll be needing to take most of the payment. Nah, I'm kidding. We can do for a fair and share.
Wolf will just roll his eyes and say, Alright, let's go see this... What was her name again?
Miss?
The Dame von Schmeiser.
Dame von Schnauzer, right.
Right. Slick a check. It seems according to Till that we'll have to be waiting for a little bit longer for information out of his little old torture victim. If you listen real carefully, you can probably hear it.
I'll make an effort not to listen very carefully.
We're looking for who?
Dame Shyster.
Wait,
Get in here, kid. I know
Does-
you're out there.
does that make her a shyster? Why would you name yourself that?
Dame Shizer?
Yeah, Dame Shyster.
Shizer.
Shyster, that's what you said.
Schnauzer?
Schnauzer?
Now there.
Schonzel.
People tend not to be able to choose their family
Salad
names.
fingers?
Oh no.
Amelia, meet your son.
What?
Boy, we need you as a guide.
Hello, Mommy. Hello,
Oh.
Governor.
Are you hungry?
I had not
Very
realized the
moment.
beautiful woman had a child.
Here you go, have some bread. I always tend to carry some with me.
Boy, you know what happens if you take the bag again, don't you?
What bag?
Yes, Governor. Be very respectful of Mummy's things.
Huh?
Good boy.
Alright. That's worrying. I'm gonna feel real bad when our misadventures get a little halfling child killed. Actually, that's a lie, I guess.
Wait, that's a halfling. Thought it was just a kid.
Nah, that one's a
Listen to
halfling.
them.
You can tell because it's extra short, but it hasn't gotten fat yet.
You'll be perfectly fine.
But how is it a halfling if it ain't fat?
Oh, they get fat in a couple more years. Right now, their parents are still stealing the food off their plate. Or, you know, they aren't getting all 8 breakfasts.
Hush you. It's very mean.
It's also not entirely untrue if you entirely understand it.
Oh. Don't listen to the little boy. What's your name?
Stop telling people I'm a fucking...
Come on. What's your name, boy?
I'm Kanitza, Mummy.
That's a beautiful name. Right. You eat up now. You're gonna need your strength.
Thank you, Mummy.
And here you go. Have a golden crown.
What?
You may need.
What the fucking
You will
shit?
need to buy your own food in the future.
Oh, you're the best Mummy I've had for a very long time, Mummy.
Shallya provides. Do not
Apparently
squander
your
her
deep fucking
gifts.
pockets too.
Now, you'll have to excuse Mommy. She's very tired. We're gonna need to take a seat. How much did I drink yesterday?
Roughly 15 pints.
That is, I don't know how much a pint is.
You drank.
Just
you
like
didn't-
holds up a tankard.
Oh.
Kind of up to here.
You drank. You didn't throw up. You made your ancestors proud.
Oh, so what did we do about the you know the
Your son.
no about the other people? You know, I don't want to say this out loud.
Look, they're not being... I'm sure you mean our little captive.
Right, boy.
Kaniza, you're good at keeping secrets.
Oh, fuck.
There are apparently some very bad people after Mommy.
Oh, don't worry, Mummy. I'm used to dealing with that, and I'm very good with secrets.
Alright. Boy, we need to find... What was her name?
Name
Schnauzer.
Schnauzer.
You know that name?
Nice. You mean the old bat, Governor?
Fuck if I know. Ask them.
You mean the old bat, Governor's friends?
Does she go by a dame still? Happen to have fancy paper and shit like that?
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Her
old bat then.
husband was a proper knight. He was with the Reichsguard.
Alright, I asked for... I'm sure Gunnar there asked for her location, not her life story.
Yes, I know where she lives. Mrs. Not Mummy.
Right. I'll look to Wolfram. I guess we got ourselves a guide at least to this Dame Schneiser.
Oh, God.
Look on the plus side. It's at least one less arrow that could be hitting us.
Boy, when's the last time you ate?
Before Mummy just fed me, Governor?
Oh, she fed you.
He holds up a half-eaten thing of bread.
Shallya provides.
Doesn't a fucking hangover provides, apparently.
I am to be punished for indulging in such pleasures as alcohol. We're not supposed to drink. I shouldn't have drunk.
Ugh.
You're fine. You made the gods happy.
What?
Don't worry, we'll let you ride in the carriage today. Wolf will come over and put a hand on your shoulder.
Thanks.
And then she vomits in
Thanks,
your
Sir
lap.
Wolf.
Owned.
I'm really upset I still haven't gotten to hear Benny's voice.
Oh, what? I already did it for like a second.
Yeah, a second. Probably while I was AFK.
Fine. Okay, well, everyone was talking. I don't like faffing around, slowing things down. Because then we're just here for like an hour.
Already been here for an hour and a half.
I know, right? Be even longer.
Fine.
Do you want me to read it out loud then?
No, it's fine.
More opportunities will come. In fact, it should be like that secret thing where everyone's like, God, he's got such a beautiful voice, but no one ever gets to hear it on air. Just becomes the joke that never gets told. Alright.
Alright. I will help
Let's
Amelia
go.
to her feet and escort her to the carriage.
Such a gentleman.
Alright. Just...
Clamber on top of it again.
We're moving, boy. Keep up.
Yes, Governor? I'm just going to give all of you control over the halfling boy. Don't abuse it too much. But
Don't abuse the halfling boy.
The worst thing I was gonna do to him is just change his name to Boy.
He has a name.
So, yeah. Where are we? Which one are we going for first?
Schnauzer. Schneitzel. Schnitzel? Scrapple.
Some German cunt. I'm
You
sorry,
just
that wasn't-
described half the people in this country.
I'm
You
sorry,
also
that wasn't
described part of the
nice.
party. Harumph.
so yes, is Benny coming, or is he letting himself be talked at by a dwarven barman?
I will return shortly, my friend. Whoop.
Alright, so... Who would like to roll me a D100?
Oh, pick me. I've been having great luck with them
Pick you.
today.
Pick
You
him.
mean you're overdue a good roll? Frankly, that's how that works, right? Yeah!
Not good enough for an encounter, unfortunately.
Wait, does Boy increase that roll at all?
Yeah, can we have a reroll for having a bad luck halfling?
Boy. He goes by Boy.
Yes, you can indeed reroll if you like.
Almost 69.
Yeah, let's not encounter the Slaneshi cult yet. The
69
cult of,
is
ple-
travel-
the
69
cult of
is travel
pleasure and
horrors.
wood elves don't get along.
Slanesh this, Slanesh that. When's Papa Nurgle gonna get some real love?
Look, if it's a 69 encounter with someone with Papa Nurgle, be sure to get yourself checked before and after and during.
No, it's fine. It won't hurt at all.
Bro, 69 is an encounter with a group of Slaneshi halfling whores.
Good lord.
I just said that to make you think.
Yeah, and it's given me a distraction.
Oh my.
Not a fun distraction, just sort of why? Right then, so you go through these streets and they actually have a token for her. Now I think about it. One day I'll work out what I should actually get prepared in advance. Today is not that day.
Yep. I'm gonna have another moment's paranoia as we travel now in more obvious fashion. As is my way.
BRB a sec.
Doggo. Pew pew pew. Bum 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 dum dum. Bum 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 bum.
So yeah, do you guys talk about anything on the way? I know most of your characters have connections, but we don't know each other that well.
So,
Does Canada wants to hear a tip? Does Canada want to hear a fairy tale, perhaps?
Oh, I'm very glad I'm outside the carriage.
Yes. Should be.
that I'm also outside this carriage, or I would complain about your weak fairy compared to strong northern fairy.
Probably doesn't.
We have beautiful women with no backs, just giant wooden holes. They only turn human if you marry, but only after you see their true form. Wait, Tasha has a pacifier?
Of course you would.
Yeah, I mean, it's a muzzle, but it took her from, like, biting my hand nonstop to just going to sleep in, like, 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. That works, I guess. Here, I thought it was going to be a chew toy in the shape of a stick of butter.
Oh, no.
Let's not give Savin actual
Fucking
straight up
triggered.
nightmares.
On the other hand, that must have been the smoothest shit you've ever seen.
Yeah, it was.
So, on the way, Amelia tells Kanitsa some fairy tales.
And then they all died horribly at the end.
That sounds just like what happened to my last mommy. Mommy? Oh,
Yes.
we're here.
Good. I was going to start complaining.
Alright, thank fuck we're here. I will gather up my bow and hop down.
Okay. I'm gonna invite everyone who wants to roll a perception.
Oh boy.
Don't
Okay.
mind if I fucking do. Paranoia powers, go! Yeah!
Yeah,
Does
fucking
this
failed.
involve listening?
No, this is eyes.
Ah, okay. Is this challenging?
It is. Oh, also, forgot to mention this, but you guys slept and the day passed, so all of your fortune points came back.
Yeah,
That,
it's so weird that that's
these ones
per
are.
day instead of per session.
It is. Uh,
I like that mechanic.
I'll consider changing it if it seems that you're getting too many, but for now, we'll go with as is.
Especially since, I mean, there could be adventures that instead take multiple sessions within the same day. Goodness knows we've had those, and then those fortune points will be like, where have you been all my fucking life?
Mm. But anyhow, so look around, look at the place. But Esva and Benny get some insights here. This is certainly a grand and expensive house, but you know what those are meant to look like when they've been properly taken care of and kept and maintained.
Yeah, this one's fallen very much into disrepair then, has it?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can notice a couple of places where, you know, despite the cunningly placed gargoyles attempting to conceal it, the roof tiles are slipping away, or the paint has not been reapplied properly. Yeah. There's a lot of lost grandeur here.
I'm starting to suspect our Dame Shizer over here is lacking a little bit for cash. This might not be exactly as we had hoped. Unless it's try and find my missing lost fortunes, in which case we're set.
Your choice for leaving the nice paper.
Alright, for those of us who can't read, nice paper is generally a pretty good indication.
Factually correct.
Alright, Boy Blue has my back.
Do we have to go in there?
Of
Do you want
course.
money?
I think I should probably stay with the carriage. It's not wise to leave it unattended.
I could
That's
use
fair. We don't want to find our horse up on blocks.
Get more bracelets and jewelry, gleaming gemstones.
Golden jewelry glittering.
Look, from a culture that pretty much wears their fortune on their sleeves, that's a big thing.
Yep. Alright.
I'll be right back. I need more coffee.
Sure.
Okay. So, yeah, there is a knocker and a bell pull on the door.
I'll do both and then step back so I'm not the one who has to talk to anyone.
A few seconds pass, and then the door is opened by a young girl in a maid's uniform. Good morning, sirs. Miss?
A grunt from beneath her head.
This is the Dame von Schmeizer's estate. How may I assist you?
I will push Benny forward since he's the one who actually read the notice.
And has stood up from his computer temporarily.
God damn it.
Needs coffee. Can't deny a man coffee.
In the back.
Okay,
Hey,
there you go.
Consume-
Talk to
I
the
like
woman.
consume coffee.
Greetings, friend. Is the mistress about? I am Benjamin Davion, mage of the Celestial Wizards.
Yes, my lord. The dame is here. I'll see you to her, I'll see you to the waiting room.
Very good. Many thanks, friend.
Should we
Alright.
bring the boy? She wants
No.
children.
No.
It's best if we don't.
Very well.
Already going to be nervous enough in the presence of a mage, though I never truly understood why.
She sees you through, offers to take any cloaks and coats that you have.
I'll shake my head slowly and a no, remain cloaked.
I have a big billowing wizard's cloak that I have over the blue stuff, so sure.
I actually did cop for a not shit cloak.
Mine is ratty and crappy. And I'm not taking it off.
Yeah, I've got like a Gandalf the Grey cloak.
I just have a
course.
trench coat, because, you know.
Yeah.
Ye old edgelord.
Well, no, he's a coachman. Literally needs one.
True.
Yep.
Yeah, he has a trench coat and a shotgun. All he needs is an academy.
He's not apples and pears enough, I think.
No, I'm peaches and cream.
Very true.
She takes a couple of cloaks and then offers to bring you any refreshments.
Alright, if you have any wine that's not piss, I'd accept it.
Language!
Alright. I will say it slower and more carefully.
Ah. We are in a noble woman's house. It is only polite to watch your cursing.
Alright. Wait, you think, you know what, it's not worth bringing up. Yeah, some wine if you've got some that doesn't taste like not very good wine.
Better!
Ugh.
Yes, miss. The dame keeps an excellent supply of wine. Would you also like lemon cake?
Ooh, yes, we would. Never
Do
had
you
lemon
check
cake.
the door or no?
Not for a noble's party, sir. And she gestures at Benny in his fancy robes.
Very well.
She goes, returns a few minutes later with a silver plate holding a with a lemon cake on it, and a few minutes later with 5 cut crystal goblets, a bottle of wine, and then a few minutes later with a woman.
I don't remember ordering a woman with my booze.
Now the maid can go to the GM layer and... for the sake of speed, I picked a token that isn't entirely representative of the dame.
Nick Cage?
Think of this, but say 20, almost 30 years older.
Alright. Wow, yeah, should have to age her up quite a bit.
Wolf would still do her.
Fair.
Let me see.
She totters in, her face half painted on, and the remainder wrinkled, and settles herself down into a chair. So, you're my guests. It's always a pleasure to have someone from the good colleges.
Yes, we tend to explode less things. Between you and me, the bright wizards could calm down a little bit.
Explosions are bad, you know?
Sometimes
I quite
dying
agree.
kills you.
My husband had an explosion in the war. Do you remember the war, young man?
It depends on which one. There's quite a lot of them going around.
Oh, you know, the war.
Ah, the big one.
And the... Yes, yes, when that striking young fellow with the hammer was around.
Uh, yes, indeed. Nod, nod.
My father fought in that war.
Oh, good, good. It's always good to have bodyguards of proper breeding, you know?
Yes. You can say that.
So, my lady, we have come in response to the cry for assistance that you put out in at the local job board.
Oh, oh yes, yes. I'm surprised to see that you're taking that up. But uh, scrying must have its off season.
This is very true. Also, I became very, very bored of sweeping up pigeon poop. I know it's supposed to instill a manner of humility in us, but it is quite dreary.
Oh yes, yes. You know, scrying will be very useful here. Actually, you don't even have to get Gerard. You can just use the wine dregs, can't you? Well, wizard, right?
I am indeed a wizard.
I set my earrings down somewhere, and I can't find them. I think it might have been at the opera house. Do you know the opera house?
The one in... I already forgot the place. Outdoors. Yes, I've been there a couple of times.
Oh no, no, the one here, der Fuquot's house.
I'm afraid I haven't had the pleasure.
Oh, you must, you must. They have a singer now. She gives the most beautiful arias.
Really now?
Oh, yes, yes. Shame about her profession. Actresses, you know.
Yes, we
But,
know.
but, she's almost good enough that I'm considering asking her on retainer. You need to make sure that she's not with child, though. Someone mentioned she might have been.
Always good to be a patron of the art. What is society without arts? It's what separates us from the beasts. And the beast men.
Oh, yes, yes, beasts. Oh, do you know my husband died in the Beast Wars? Saved the Emperor's life, you know.
A heroic fellow indeed.
Yes.
Never trust a beast.
So, the job is to, find your earrings then, yeah?
Yes, yes, my earrings. They're very beautiful, you know. Pearl teardrops wrapped in silver. She paws at her ears, which are currently studded with rubies.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, is she wearing them?
That would be
Much
amazing.
nicer.
Watch what's behind your ear. Aren't I a fantastic wizard?
Mighty and powerful wizard.
Yeah, that's right. Benny, you're a scrying wizard. Can't you just scry him up?
I'm afraid I am not that far within my education yet. For you see, if I was, all of my hair would be silver, and my eyes would have turned a solid blue.
Your Vitki are weird.
But less prone to explode. And as we have ascertained, exploding is bad.
Useful on the battlefield,
So, not to be crass, but what might the reward for these earrings recovery be?
Hello, Winter. Oh,
Sorry, work was busy.
that's okay. It'll be a proper reward of some good coin.
Oh, good.
so I'm assuming Bjorn just
My
puts himself into existence.
my butler Gerard, he handles these matters. And speaking of, if you see him, do tell him to come in. He's been ignoring the bell. Need to give him a proper caning.
Well, perhaps we can find him for you, too, while we're at it. If you don't mind us having the run of the place to track him down?
Pretty good, I
Go
guess.
on, go on. Yes.
Alright, suppose I'll take a look and all. Pull myself up.
Wolfram's just thinking to himself, time to go steal the candlesticks.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm considering a couple of things that might fence easy, but they gotta be things that they won't miss that aren't too expensive.
It would be a great dishonor for you to take without being given.
Is Rem
Oh,
super
but of
quiet to
course.
anybody else?
Yeah, he's gotten quiet again.
Who, me?
Yep.
Yes, you. Super quiet.
Sorry, I'll move. This better?
Yes.
Ow, don't tap it.
Quick, slam your face into the microphone.
Don't.
Just fillate it. Just deep throat all the way down.
Hello?
Yeah, bit loud there, but okay.
Yeah,
Audible though,
it's much
compared to
better.
before.
So does the butler turn out to be Woodhouse?
So, you're going to go and roam around while the dame sits there and sips wine, so...
This cake. I like it.
When you head back into the main hall, the maid is there. She's sat on a little chair by the door.
Alright, Mayfly, is your butler fella about?
Oh. Her Gerard isn't here today. I'll tell the mistress he's sick again.
When
Oh,
was the
very
last
well.
time he was here?
Go on and roll charm, one of you, or all of you.
Oh, fuck. Alright, let's give it a shot. Is it a challenging test?
Yeah.
Nope. Fucking wish I could train that. Because Wolf's so charming.
Nope, we're all worthless. We're all terrifying
I wish-
people.
Oh god,
Yeah.
critical failures. Nice.
I wish
Failure.
I could.
Oh hey, Amelia, who's not with us at
No,
all.
this is something entirely different.
Ah,
Don't know about
I
it.
wish I wish I could roll charm with my 40 fellowship, but no. Failure. Oh, I buy a success.
Oh, okay.
Gunnar's too
So-
scared to be charming.
Yeah. The maid just wilts away from the scary Norseman, but
Can I
with
make a roll?
yes, you can.
Cool.
Silence.
So she wilts away for a bit, but with Benny reassuring her, she opens up a little. Her Gerard has been dead for the past 2 years.
Ah, that
Wolfram
quite
starts
makes
laughing.
sense. My second question is, are these earrings truly lost, or has she simply misplaced them for the day?
She glances at the walls and the imperfections that Esva and Benny had been able to notice. The mistress ordered them pawned.
I see.
Ah,
She keeps insisting on paying her Gerard's wages every time she goes into the west wing of the house.
ah.
What's in the
All right.
West Wing?
That's where her Gerard lived. It used to be where her husband lived, but after he died in the war, then her Gerard took over his master bedroom and office to keep the accounts. Every time she goes there now, he's all she can think of. And she forgot to pay him on the last days, and now the thought has consumed her.
And this, these earrings, when did she pawn them?
About 2 weeks ago, she ordered me to take them down and sell them. She remembered them yesterday, and when I tried to remind her, she had the footman beat me.
Oh,
Ah.
All right.
Wolf will put a hand on her shoulder. Sorry to hear that. Well, You say
Alright.
she keeps paying the man's wages. Where's that money going?
To his son and daughter.
And where are they?
The son is in Altdorf, studying at the Red College.
Ooh, bright wizards.
He,
Tend to catch lots of things on fire. Have you seen their college? Always on fire. They really need to find something different to obsess about.
All right. And the daughter.
she's living on the riverside now. Bought one of the big properties.
I'm sure
Starting
no,
to-
she didn't.
Starting to call herself a dame too.
Oh goodness me.
I'd give her a piece of my mind, but well, she has the mistress's coin enough to back her claim up.
All right. I mean, that sounds unfortunate and all. Maybe you should go and work for this butler lad's daughter. Might be a better thing to do than, waste away the whiles with the crazy lass.
The maid gives a slightly sad smirk. Oh, I'm well kept here. So long as I don't point out to her mistress she's mad.
Hey, Merzendi.
Hmm.
I would like, just out of curiosity, to use my witch sight to see if there's any, if this area has fallen under any enchantment at all.
For the benefit of the non-wizards here, why don't you describe how your witch sight works?
Okay, magical sense, sometimes known as witch sight. This skill is used to detect the presence of magic. Wizards describe the skill as the 6th, 7th, and 8th senses. With a successful test, you can determine if an item, area, or person is enchanted with magic. You can also see the winds of magic, which allows you to determine how weakly or strongly the wind of magic are blowing in a particular area.
Okay. Well, go on and give me a magical sense test.
Sounds useful.
Ooh,
Well-
reroll.
Okay, and this time it does have a +10 on it, so...
Okay.
Alright. So, hold on. I need to check, something. And actually, I'm just gonna take a couple minutes break, if that's alright.
Okay.
Oh,
Okie doke.
yes, I need to take a piss. Perfect time for a break.
I love how it goes from sweet nun voice 1 second to I need to take a piss.
You have no idea how hard this is for me.
Alright, I'll be right back as well.
Well, I'm worried that this like diabetes child that you adopted is actually the son of a crime lord.
It
But a
probably
crime
is.
lord is a dwarf?
No, a
Yeah.
different crime lord.
That would be crazy.
I probably no. You know what? You're gonna see this when you're gonna see this. It's fine.
I swear to
Piss comes first.
I swear to Christ, if you decorate boy, I'm gonna be upset.
Getting fucking scammed by a little brat. Also, I too have magical sense because I'm etherically attuned. It's not really trained, but it's at least a better than 0 roll for me, which is interesting.
So, who wants to bet that there's some magic compelling this poor old lady to pay old debts to this dead fellow? Or the dead guy's not really dead and is some sort of horrible zombie ghost thing that's taking care of his kids?
Canitzer is a small halfling child that, whilst shit-faced, Amelia adopted. And then, after that, because Gunnar has terrible ideas, then said that the boy should work for us.
Oh my.
And then that, of course, led the child to hang around and is now stuck here, where he has been rolling charm against Amelia while we've been inside the building, and she's been rolling evaluates back in turn, so I'm sure that's going to be just fine for us.
Alright, I am back.
Welcome back.
You know, when I went with asking chat, part of me was seriously expecting that they would suggest Jeffrey for the name.
Nope, I refuse.
Oh, now I'm just sad.
I've got to be right back real quick.
Could
again.
have had a Jeffrey.
Yeah, but we don't want our Jeffrey to be a halfling boy. We want it to be something unlikely and weird. And halfling people aren't unlikely or weird in Altdorf.
This
They're
is an
excellent.
Altdorf.
Sorry, they're excellent.
Also, let's be honest here, unlikely and weird has a habit of getting killed.
Who says what now?
True. Oh, we're just talking about random nonsense.
Oh yeah, pets.
What about just unlikely then?
Yeah, pets. Drunkenly Amelia adopted a child.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He has some long name that I can't pronounce. Gunnar just takes to calling him boy.
I'm gonna have to roll this back later.
He's been serving as our guide to the city.
Alright, back for realsies.
Okay. Yes, when Benny turns his attention to the winds, of course there is some of the blue wind that tends to happen wherever a blue wizard goes, but also lingering and in greater quantity than you would expect, there is the grey wind. And indeed, it lurks around the western wing of the house.
Oh, which wind?
Grey wind.
The Grey Wind. The Grey Wizards are, like the deception ones. Turning invisible, clouding people's minds, stuff like that.
Oh, really? You don't say.
I thought that was
Yeah. Indeed. Curiouser and curiouser. I'm not going to say this out loud.
Well, regardless, I think Wolf's plan is to go and check out the part of this house formerly occupied by the, what's his name? Butler, Gerard.
Hell, Jerry.
Yep.
Alright. Seems as smart a place as any to go take a peek. I will have, again, for paranoia's sake, throwing dagger to hand. I don't want to, like, draw my fucking bow in the middle of here, because that would be what we like to call crazy.
Yeah, I've just got my hand on the butt of my blunderbuss, holstered on my
Sure, you
leg.
want to fire that inside this house and ruin everything.
In self-defense, yes, I will.
Fair.
Without the slightest bit of regret.
Keeping my wit sight up, I'd like to look at the lady herself.
Okay. Yeah. There are some telltale grey strands about her, but also a few of the other colours. Not enough, but you would think of her as any sort of magic user proper, but the potential seems to be in her blood.
Hedge.
Nah, clearly the butler's kids are actually hers. And he doesn't have a wife that anyone mentioned, huh?
Well, clearly, out of character, clearly the son isn't a red wizard, he's a grey wizard.
Yes, I mean, obviously.
And has casted Bewilder on her.
Mm-hmm.
But, we don't know that.
I mean, Benny probably knows that.
I don't know, I'm very focused in on my, when wizards do stuff, they're very focused, so I know, what generally a grey wizard can do. So I know that it's very strange, very suspicious that I see the grey winds, and on top of that, this lady seems to be enchanted and confused about, dates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's about all I know. I don't know the specifics.
This is why I don't trust wizards.
I didn't tell you.
I'm just saying that in general.
Okay, DCL.
I've just realized there, Wolf. Apparently, if I don't think this fuckwat's house it actually exists with its pretty singer.
What?
Well, I mean, she's a little bit off bat. Maybe is there a fuckwat's house in this place?
I don't know. Can I roll a check to know that?
Yeah, I think that would be common knowledge, Empire. How much time would you say Wolf actually spends in Bogenhafen?
I mean, his boss works here, so a fair bit. Doesn't live here, but he comes here every, like, couple weeks. Stays for a few
Okay.
days.
And let's say, how long has that been going on?
Years now.
Then yeah, I'll give you a +10.
Cool. Common knowledge plus 10. Yeah, boy.
Alright. So, you're half right. There was a, the Fuchwartshausen house. There, fuck it. German words are very long.
I mean, this is why I keep my notes in the worst English I can possibly manage.
But, yeah.
Fuchwartshausen.
There isn't any more. There hasn't been for several years. At least, it closed down at least 5 years ago. And when you give it a proper think, yeah. You're fairly certain you're familiar with that scandal? It was 8 years ago. Yes, she was pregnant.
How does baby made?
Ah, I see.
How does I get pregnant?
Wonder whatever happened to her.
Didn't you know she had herself 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and one of them went off to go be a red wizard?
Oh, really? Wow. Well, it all just makes
Right,
sense
the
now, doesn't it?
father was Hal Gerard.
Oh, the plot thickens. Alright, let's go take
Alright.
a look at this Gerard's room, yeah?
Is it time for me to kick down a door?
No.
No.
Stray, no, wrong game.
I'm not. Whatever.
Making a joke.
Alright, let's go have ourselves a look. Yeah, I guess I'll help head into it, although I'm basically worthless at magical sense. I can do it, but it fails me in this occasion.
I'm assuming your elves, the magic sense and elves thing.
One of the starting talents you can have as an elf is to be etherically attuned, which
Oh,
Esva
really?
is. Yes.
Cool.
So, you head over to the west wing of the house, and, Benny, Esva, you've been good at noticing the imperfections here. Yeah, you spot just outside of the door leading in, just a little brown stain on the paintwork.
Alright.
Old
Oh.
blood.
Tasha, why?
Oh.
I'll crouch down. Does that look like blood or mold?
It's blood. Old blood.
Alright. Seems some
dear.
poor soul had themselves a little bit of a bleeder down here.
Are we finally out? Outside of earshot of the maid and everything?
Yep. Probably.
Okay. I will.
Who knows how sneaky maids are?
Okay. So, I will in very low, not Benny volume, tell the party about the winds of magic I've sensed here. This lady has been enchanted by the Grey Winds of Magic, which the Grey Winds are known for deception, illusion, and most importantly, confusion and befuddlement.
So you're saying a Vidki is a result of this?
I do not know what that is, my friend.
It
Just straight up
is.
is what that is.
A Vitki is pretty much the Norse equivalent of a shaman.
Okay.
You're saying that out of character again, or
In
is
In
that a-
character, out
in
of character, whichever you prefer.
well, in character
Yeah,
is the
but
question. Out of character, we
I
actually know.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
I don't even know the in real world, in fantasy version of a shaman. I don't know what that is. I just know the wizard colleges and I know the elves. That's about it. And the necromancers.
In the north, there is a group of people, seers, mystics, speakers of the will of the god. They are known as Vitki. They are useful in the divining of the will of the
Alright.
old gods.
So they're like your version of half clericy, half wizardy folk.
To an extent.
Alright,
In-
that suits me fine. Anyway, we've
In
had a bleeder
any
here.
event, yes. In any event, keep your guard up. The entire West Wing has been cloaked with the gray winds of deception. All might not be as it seems.
Should I pull out an axe?
No.
I've got my hand on just like a small throwing knife. Try for smaller, a little bit more subtle. Slightly smaller axe.
Wolf just pulls out his blunderbuss and opens the door.
I pull out my boot knife.
I can pull out my boot and I'll fuck him up with a boot.
These
You
are
ain't
quality
fucking a
boots.
boot.
Oh, yeah. So, hold on a, let's not bother with doing this behind the curtain. First of all, Bjorn, are you going with them?
Yes.
We're on a witch hunt. Hunter
Okay.
ghosts.
Right. Each of you, be so kind as to give me a willpower test here. This is challenging, unless you have any talents specifically related to resisting magic.
I mean, it's not directly like worded to be related, but I have strong-minded.
I'm gonna spend.
It's good against its sanity.
I'm gonna spend a
You have strong mind.
fortune.
Strong-minded helps against insanity, not enchantments.
Yeah, fine.
I pay fate to make that a success.
Jesus Christ, Benny!
What's what?
It's just a characteristic in the profile.
No, I mean, how do you spend fate to just get a success? Do you have to be within a certain?
Fortune will buy you plus 10.
I see. Okay, well.
So you have to be
So
within
I'm
a
gonna do
threshold.
that because I'm under 10 to my goal.
Yep.
Guess I'll spend a fate point. Why not? Try again.
For the reroll? Yep.
Can I spend another fate point?
Yes.
The results of a, you can spend one to turn that into a success, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Boop.
You can't re-roll twice or spend twice, but you can do one of each.
Yes,
Which is
that's
kinda
what I
neat.
wanted.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at another tab for things.
Yeah, I've always loved fate points.
They do good work.
I don't get many because I'm a Nulf. I had to roll really high and still came out with 2.
I rolled low and came out with 2. So yeah.
Yep.
Fucking hell, that's an evil looking knife. I like it.
Alright, so... yeah. You open it up, you head in, and... yeah, with all of you spending your fortune points, none of you are ensorcelled. I'm sad now. Alright, Wolf. You come... You step in, and yeah, there are a lot of just there are a lot of dust cloths distributed around, just covering all of the furniture, all of the tables. Cobwebs hang from the ceiling, and a little spider dangles down.
Is one of the dust cloths like floating in midair with a couple little holes cut in it?
No,
Oh.
it's over some. They're all over some furniture.
Look, if we had a sheet ghost, the Norseman would stab it. Don't even go there.
Alright. Can we tell that there was an attempt at ensorcelment?
Most of you can't, but Benny did actually still have his magic sight up, didn't he?
I do indeed.
I was trying to magic sense if that counts for anything.
Yeah, but you're not good at it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure of it.
When you're doing it, you just see a lot of swirling and weirdness, and you have no idea how to interpret it.
Yep.
But Benny, yeah. You see, as the door opens, just a flash of grey reaching out towards each of you and then falling away without latching on.
Ah. Good job, friends. Once we had opened that door, we triggered some kind of spell. It attempted to ensorcel us all. Didn't work, though.
I pull out a knife.
I can see that you are all not under that influence. Well, you're under the influence. We all had wine, but not magic.
Of course, maybe it's actually you who's under the influence and you just think that we're all normal.
Ha! Quite possibly true. I am not actually that...
Existential crisis.
This is why I don't trust good people. They don't fight fair. Like men.
Oh,
Alright.
calm down, beef boy.
Alright then, let's have ourselves a proper look. I suppose I will... Yeah, I'll palm off my throwing knife to one hand and also have a dagger on, just in case I need to do a sneaky stabbings instead of a throwy throw-ins.
Does this mean that the Vikings get to do what Vikings do best, search and loot?
Let's hold off on the loot in case it's all cursed as shit. And for
I would
now,
give
find
boy
out.
for that.
Did you see where that grey stuff was coming from there, Benny? Wow, fuck. Look at you go.
Fuck.
So I was going to call for search tests and give Benny a bonus, but, you know, Wolf can just do it immediately and succeed. And Esva.
Once
Benny,
again,
you have a
me and
plus
Wolf
20.
roll like really similar. And Gunnar!
Oh,
everyone except
and
Bjorn
the
who goes
Viking.
blind and dies.
You're
Hey,
fucking
one
blind.
of the Vikings good at looting.
Yeah, fuck.
Okay, well, I'm not looking to loot. I'm looking for the source of the magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking for both, but
I just think it's slightly funny that.
How would you be able to see? Never mind.
I find it slightly funny that the Norsekin are actually automatically trained in search.
What's my
No.
bonus?
Plus 20.
Thank you.
Crit
There. And I don't have any fate points left, so.
Don't you worry. The three of us, we got this shit under wraps.
yeah.
Gunnar is searching with his
It's
wizard hatred
fine.
boner. I'm looking with common sense and some kind of like mind headache, and Wolfram has loot sensors.
Okay. So you just sweep through the upper floor of the West Wing, give some looks around, and in this case, while Wolf, Esva, and Gunnar don't know entirely what to look for, they know when something's suspicious, and they can call Benny over to
Something smells fucky over here.
use magic sight and see whether it is or isn't suspicious. In this case, yeah. Are you guys actually looting as well?
No, that'd be incredibly rude of us.
I mean,
We should. I mean, I'm gonna like. Wolf. You loot after you make sure that nothing in here is fucking cursed. Let's deal with this bit first. Because if she suddenly gets her wits about and actually knows if shit's gone missing, we'll be in for trouble.
I identify what here looks valuable.
Yeah. We'll tally it up. We just won't take anything.
Yeah.
Smart.
If I see anyone start taking stuff, I'll rap you on the back of the head with a quarterstaff. First of all, that's rude. Second of all, if this stuff has curses other than like what the gray this might not even be a gray wizard, just a spellcaster using the winds of magic, like a witch who can curse items once you pick them up.
I said I'm not taking anything. Gods.
Yet.
Yet,
People
exactly.
usually live in
Operative.
tenements, not houses.
So, you take a look around, you check things, you look under things, and eventually, Esva, just looks closely at one of the wall tiles, gives it a tap, and then opens it as she hears that it's hollow. Within, you don't need to be a magic user or using a witch sight to be able to tell this looks fucky. Because this
Yes.
is, the first thing there is a little voodoo doll with, grey cloth wrapped around its head, completely encasing it. And also there are several just little stones. When Benny is called to take a look, all of these are focal points of the Grey Wind.
Now, do I know if gray wizards use like this specific stuff, or if this is witchcraft? What kind of because like I was looking at the gray, not that Benny would know, but I was looking at the gray wizard stuff, and like their spell components are like a splash of ale. Like a splash of ale for gives you a +1 to cast befuddlement on someone, which is honestly hilarious.
And makes a certain element of sense.
Oh yeah,
It does,
100%.
which makes it hilarious.
Well,
Like magic missile using darts, that makes sense.
I feel like that academic knowledge you have there would be a very good fit here. Have a plus 10 bonus.
Okay, academic knowledge magic.
Mm-hmm.
No! And I cannot fate point myself away from that.
Okay, so this is a thing.
Oh well.
It's a thing. I mean, who knows if Grey Wizards use this or not? They're all weird. Very weird.
Alright. Well, I at the very least know this is a focus. I have no idea if this is witchcraft or gray wizardry or not. Is that basically what I'm getting?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I can't really give you anything for a crit fail that wouldn't be stupid, so...
Yeah, I get you. So I will just say that, as you know, all the stuff that I know, I haven't really studied gray wizards that much. All I know is that this could be a component that a gray wizard would use, like a proper college wizard, but this also might be witchcraft.
Merzendi, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
This might be a bit of a stretch, but could I roll Common Knowledge Norska to see if the Vitki might use bullshit like this? Because if our mages might use shenanigans like this, then Southern mages might.
It'll have a... Okay, do you have any close relationships with a Vitki?
Well, my family were prominent slavers in the tribe, so they might have contacts.
Okay. It's possible. I'm going to give you a -10 on it, but you can try the roll.
All right, 20%. Here we go.
Whoa, look at you go.
Hey,
Yeah. You look at this. You're not really that sure, because of course you're not a Vitki or a Southern Wizard, but you remember having spoken to one of your uncles once about a time that he had to deal with a Vitki who had gone a little off. And, that off Vitki had started using a whole lot of little dolls like this and so on to do very specific things targeted at specific people.
Alright there, boy blue.
But
It looks like
it's-
our beef slab knows a little bit more than you do about this.
But normal Vitki don't usually use things like this.
I was rolling out a penalty, pets.
Would usually be
How much of a
TM30.
penalty?
10.
10? Yeah, I still beat that.
Woo! It's because his
I have a
family of slavers.
38.
He's not down with the common folk.
My uncle told me about these before. One of the Vitki that the family had as a client used things like this. I think he said that he specialized in little trinkets. So he said dolls were part of those trinkets. I don't know, maybe take the cloth off its head and see what happens.
Alright there. I mean, boy blue, it seems you're probably still the one who's got the best mind against this magic shit, if you want to have a pluck at it. I'd say just burn the whole lot.
Magic tends to react weird if you destroy it.
I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure that burning things happens to be a witchy specialty.
anyways, since this is a different check, Merzendi, I want to make a check to see if burning a spell focus is a good idea, or if I'm just going to end up killing the old lady.
I mean,
Because I was trying to figure out what focus this was from, like if this was like a wizard thing or a hedge thing. But at this point, it's now that we know it's magic, burning a focus for it. Or should I like contact the college and have them come out and take a look at this?
Go on and give me another skill roll.
Who's hedge, Esva?
Alright, just challenging?
This one is actually even more general. Like, you're not trying to identify the things specifically, just, best way of dealing with things. So I'll actually give you a plus 20 instead of 10.
Gotta be kidding me.
Ooh, so you're saying fire. I'm hearing fire.
My dice. Right, D100 system. Gotcha. Never mind.
Yeah,
Alright, Benny, pull this thing out, let's have it burned.
you're fairly certain your best bet is to destroy it immediately and vigorously.
well, good enough for me.
Alright, let's do this thing.
Oh no. That's the character.
Yeah, I'll open my bag and pull out like a dish that it can be burned on, as opposed to like burning it on their carpet. Yeah, it happens. Yeah. Do you want to be starting the fire there, boy Blue, or shall I?
I actually do not have any spells that create fire. As you remember, mostly, hitting people with amount of magical force or
Oh.
having them drop stuff.
I'll blink slowly. People have been creating fire for a very long time there, boy Blue.
What you mean with my with what do I have? What is it called?
I
Already
pull out,
forgot.
I pull out a flint and tinder.
Yeah, that. It's called something else in the book.
Alright, yeah. I just roll my
Listen,
eyes.
It's not my fault for assuming every time you guys talk to me about stuff, it's just about wizard things. You're a wizard, do this.
Understandable, of course. No, not wasting alcohol on it. And yeah, alright then. If Benny places the dole on a dish, then I will strike a fire on it.
Okay.
Distant screaming.
So Esva's striking the fire. I require a volunteer who isn't Skow.
To do what?
I'll need a D100 roll.
Ooh, pick
do
me.
it.
Okay, go
Don't
ahead.
kill me.
Who's rolling?
It's not gonna. Yeah, it's Savin. He said first.
No, it's fine.
Winter, why?
So close.
Just 10 more and it could have been
Well-
something sexy.
Okay. Esva, my dear girl.
Yeah.
Let's have an agility from you.
Alright. Anything along the lines of modifiers I may have?
Let me take a look at what talents and so on you have.
I don't think I have any talent specific to it.
Well, you do have etheric attunement. I'll give you 8 plus 10.
Okay. Okay, 29.
Alright. And Benny, were you holding the plate or putting it down for her to light?
I thought we had just pulled out a plate and set it on a table. I don't want to
On
hold
a
a
table.
plate. Yeah, I don't want to hold a plate that's burning, because then the heat transfers to the metal, and then you burn your hands.
You could be stupid.
Do I look like a red wizard to you? Also, I have a 50 int, 45 int.
Yeah. I mean, this was more about your real intelligence than your in-game, but...
Well, my
Ow.
character's fucking smarter than me in game.
Ow, my pride.
I didn't mean it like that. Sorry. Anyway, yeah. So, plate is set down. Esva strikes a spark, and it flares up. Just immediately catching, burning a pillar of flames that reach almost to the ceiling. The scent of burning hair and flesh fills all of your noses, and from the east wing, the sound of screaming.
Oh boy.
Put it out.
Oh god. Does Amelia hear this?
I start running.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Put
I'm
it
gonna
out. Put
just.
it out.
Yeah, if it's on a table, is there a tablecloth that makes this up at all?
There's a dust cloth.
Yeah, I'll just roll it up inside a dust cloth and smother the flame. I'll do it as quickly as possible.
And, yes, Amelia outside hears some screaming.
Well, shit.
So, you put it out. Well, that does mean she gets another roll. Savin this time. Give me a D100.
Yay. I rolled that like 3 times today. Yay.
Yeah. It
Also,
is
chat would like to
actually
remind you that
good.
dust is highly combustible.
Not this dust. That dust.
This is a dust cloth. So,
I mean...
the point of it is to repel dust.
Yeah, that and although dust itself is quite combustible, if your goal is to like use it as a surface to roll a plate down like on top of that, you're already smothering the flames it comes in contact with. So not really a concern.
And I am going to take off sprinting towards the east wing.
Okay, so, you know what? It's actually a fairly good chance. Okay, Wolf busts the door down, running past the maid who is stunned and confused, to see the Dame von Schmeiser. She sat upon the chair you left her, and her hair has been burnt down, and some of the paint on her face appears to have been burnt. But she is alive,
You said
and
Wolf.
now, yeah.
I-
Wolf went first.
Oh,
You,
okay.
yeah. Benny bursts in behind and sees it. Yeah, she is alive, hurt, but not actively on fire anymore.
Whew.
Ugh. My lady, are you alright?
My head was on fire. No, sir, I am not all right.
Alright, I'm gonna look her over. Do her eyes seem any clearer from the last time we talked to her?
Indeed, they do. There
My
are
lady.
tears streaming from them, but they appear sharp and focused.
My lady, you have been under a terrible enchantment.
Well, I suppose you would know. You look to be a wizard. What in
Yes,
Sigma's name has happened?
I had followed the winds of magic into your west wing and found I found a doll which was being used as a spell focus against you. I attempted to disenchant it and it backfired violently. We managed to stop it before it caused any more damage than it already did, but it seems that someone has some grudge against you or something, for you have been underneath a powerful enchantment of confusion and befuddlement.
I would like to go find the maid.
I am going to contact the College of Wizards immediately.
Yes, you had best. I can't believe someone would dare to do this.
We shall preserve what we can of the components. That way, when one of my mentors come, they are far more powerful prognosticators than I. They shall be able to find this ruffian who has put you under such a terrible ensorcelment.
Good. She sinks back down, and Now it looks like the initial shock is wearing off and the pain is setting back in.
I will be right back. We have a cleric of whatever the I don't remember the name.
Shallya.
Snippy help.
Shallya.
Shallya with us.
Shell Rock.
Alright, I'm going to quickly move to the front door and call for Amelia.
Okay. While that's going on, Wolf, you did arrive actually slightly before Benny. Anything you have to add? Or...
No, as long as she's not dead or dying, then I'm just gonna...
Ask her about more details.
About what?
I don't know, the earrings and all sorts of other good shit.
Ah, yes. Okay. I will, like, take a knee down beside her and holster my blunderbuss and say, "Milady, whoever did this, seems to have been ensorceling you to pay money into your former butler's accounts. Do you have any idea who might benefit from that? His children, perhaps?"
Sure. She colors slightly and blanches away. Well, wait, no, that's a contradiction. Shit.
She colourfully goes pale.
The other glances, not blanches. Sorry, sometimes I get words mixed up.
It's fine.
She colors and glances away for squirming in her seat. She's clearly trying to maintain control and speak, but also she was literally just on fire. I would speak with your priestess first. I need something to kill this burn.
Ah, yes, of course. Esva, could you do me a favor and go make sure our halfling doesn't steal the carriage when the priestess is here?
Alright, and sure. I'll hand this off to Benny. Here, Benny.
Ah. Hello, Esva. Oh, good, you kept the component. I shall need this.
Alright, I have the whole lot. It's still tied up in this dust cloth.
Alright, I will take it.
Amelia, pull your ass out of there, will ya? We got a lass whose head has been mostly burned up.
What did you do?
Not us. It was some fucking evil magic shit. Go on, go help. I'll keep an eye on your little brat.
Answer, sit here and be very, very quiet. Mama will be right back.
Yes, Mommy. So while Amelia's heading off to treat the dame, Gunnar, you wanted to speak to the maid?
Yes.
She's, sat where she was by the door. She looks bewildered, confused, completely uncertain as to what's going on or what she should be doing.
Right. Now, about the people who were using that room, what can you tell us about them? Because, obviously, that was Vidkeen magic. That is not good magic.
What? Magic?
Magic, a shade, and soulsmith, whatever you Southerners use as the term, it was not. For it is not the power of man.
Ulrich, protect me. I've told you already, Sharad died a couple of years ago. I had 2 children, his son and his daughter.
last time they were here? Or who was the last one in that room?
It,
They may be back, so speak well.
his son was the last one to go in there. He cleared out the last of Gerard's possessions and took them to where the two of them had been living.
And where was that?
That was a little tavern. You know, the Coachman's knees.
Coachman's knees, huh?
It's run by this set of dwarves.
That's not the name of Till's Tavern, is it?
It is.
I know this place. I ate there this morning.
They didn't stay there long. The son set off for Altdorf, the daughter. Stayed a while until she could gather up coin for a home of her own. With the mistress's sickness, she's been able to buy a proper place down by the river and some guards. I told you this already.
I feel there's more. Is there?
The son, he's training to be a wizard, I think. You know, one of the spooky ones.
What we saw in the other room was proof enough of that.
She furrows her brow and does this game have an equivalent of sense motive or anything?
Hang on. If it's still FFG, they might still have it under scrutiny.
Screwed her.
No, we even have scrutiny.
Nope.
Charm, hypnotism. No, I guess it'd just be perception.
Ooh, you should hypnotize her.
Then yeah. Yeah. Gunnar, give me a perception roll. Well, you can't tell what she's thinking or she furrows her brow, but she says, he went on to be a shadow wizard, I think. Was it a break?
You said the fire earlier. Now he's a shadow.
Yes, I don't know why I thought that earlier. That's...
Uh-huh.
The Vidkin magic.
Oh.
Reroll that, you whore, if you want to get paid.
Oh my god. You can't even buy a success, Jesus Christ. Fucking useless cleric.
Also, Maz, do I get this kid to fuck off?
Sorry,
Can't you cast a spell or something?
I'm not
If you like-
actually that good at multiple conversations, Skow. I'll get to you and the kid in a little bit.
Alrighty.
Oh, hey, Merzendi, just really quick. So I'm looking this up for you. What's the skill for lying in this game?
Either charm or blather.
Okay, so perception is only against skills like concealment, disguise, and silent move. Okay, I'll keep looking.
Uh, hmm. What goes against disguise, actually? That's probably the one that would be
Bo's
best.
perception.
Yeah. Unless you find something else, we're gonna run with perception.
Ooh, I'll just keep reading.
Thanks.
I have neither the time, the cloth, or the water for torture.
The maid seems very confused, and now you've pointed that out, she's actively doubting her own mind. And yeah, unless you have any more direct questions, you're not gonna get anything else useful out of her.
That's it for now. Mage may know more.
Okay, so hopping over to Esva.
Yay, I didn't pull an Etienne.
Charm is, lie convincingly, bluff, or beg. It allows a willpower test to resist. It's weird. It uses skill to manipulate others, and skill test that involves convincing us to do something unusual against your nature. It allows a willpower test to resist, but it doesn't say anything about seeing through your, lies. So I think it just might be perception. FFG, real good at explaining things, guys.
Part of me just thinks they forgot that that's a thing people can do in this game. So.
I mean, that's kind of wonderful that they live in a world without liars.
Oh well. Yeah, we'll use perception when it comes up. But so fuck. Well, Miss Not Mommy, my last two mommies did the same as well. They did a whole lot of fighting and a whole lot of killing, and eventually they died.
Alright, I don't see how this changes anything. You should still just enjoy the fact you got some cash out of this idiot lass and leave. Because she ain't your parent, and, frankly, you'll get killed as well, not just your parents fighting about whatever the fuck.
Oh no, miss, I'm very good at not dying.
That's not what I'm suggesting, I'm saying you should leave.
Oh, you're threatening me?
Yes.
Well, I mean, the big man with red hair, he threatened me to help you, so,
That's because he's also an idiot.
Yes, he really is.
And you know full well that an idiot is going to get you killed even if regardless you're not expecting it. I am threatening you, but I'm also threatening you for your own good. You've got more money than most could ever handle. That'll be enough to keep you alive long into your fat, cheerful halfling years and past your shitty kid ones.
I use 1 gold crown.
Yes, which is enough food for a couple years. Unless you spend it like an idiot.
I'm a halfie. I need a lot of food.
Alright. I'm still telling you to leave then. Enjoy the gold you got and hope that some other idiot drunk priestess pretends to adopt you.
Alright. If she tries it again, though, you're not getting rid of me that time.
Alright, understood.
Well, he opens the cart door, hops down, and says, well, this is a better ending than Mommy 65 had.
Alright, I perception him as he leaves.
Mommy what?
Alright, so how much has he stolen as well?
The chair, the wheels.
The cart itself is still there, but when you give a look around, yeah, the cushions look a little fluffier and a little better. and almost as if there isn't anything stuck between them anymore.
What?
Alright, half of that smuggled goods. Give it back.
All right, you're no fun.
Be
I've
sure
heard
to
that
shake
many
him
a
to make
time.
sure make sure he's not hiding anything.
just shake him until money falls out. Yeah, no. I'll hold out one pointed hand, and the other one will be very pointedly resting on the hilt of a throwing dagger.
He
No,
rolls
you
his
have to shake him
eyes
until a gold
and
bar falls out. Take his
You're
leprechaun gold.
he rolls his eyes, hands over about 20 pence. and
Oh no, you didn't
says,
find his actual stash. Nah, keep that shit. Have a good one.
Oh, yeah, no. Mummy 68, she was very good at keeping an eye on me. Tell her she should have real kids.
Yeah, that's if she makes it to kidable levels. I'm pretty sure most of us are gonna fucking die pretty reasonably quick.
I'm sorry,
you are.
68! What?
But she'll probably have better luck now. Anyway, bye-bye.
Alright. She'll just like idly wave.
And yeah, Kanitsa just wanders off into the streets.
Cool. I climb back on top of the carriage again, and I'm gonna sit there. If anyone asks, a travelling circus picked him up.
And yes, Snippy, Mummy number 68.
Wow.
He pulls this shit a lot on drunk priestesses, apparently.
He has a
You're not
spirit.
special.
Yep.
I love that kid.
He has
Yeah,
a
no, I
spirit.
do too, actually. That's perfect.
And yes, Savin, when he said that, yeah, a tiny halfling child is better at getting the coins that dropped underneath and between cushions than the old man is. Who would have guessed?
Yep.
I demand a reroll.
A reroll of what?
Everything. Forever.
Life.
Who'd have thunk that playing a midget is actually a good thing?
It isn't really. You're
Yeah,
the magic
no. I mean-
resistant, you get more fortune, though. But you are, you have to have the negatives of being a midget.
I mean,
And apparently-
I liked playing a midget with a sniper rifle.
And I think
Yeah,
we're
but
immune to
also you're not like
chaos.
a fat one, which they all get universally fat when they become adults as well.
I think they're immune to chaos, though.
No one
It's
is
like
immune.
saying Embry's immune to TFs, though. Gross.
Yep, gross.
Make sure that they still have their horseshoes.
Hopping back across to the people that are taking care of Dame, yeah, you've given her a healing draught.
Does he actually smell it?
Don't
No,
worry, her
she
sense of smell was
doesn't.
burned out.
Good, good. So you will just get 4 HP back. But the taste is horrible.
She drinks it, sputters, and then just grabs a bottle of wine. And in the space of about 10 seconds, half a bottle of very fine wine disappears down her throat.
You feeling any better?
No. Yes. Yes. Oh, what? No, I don't want to know what was in that.
It's a secret.
The secret is feces.
She furrows her brow and looks at each of you and says, so why were you running around the west wing of my house?
Well, because we thought that there might be magic afoot. You were acting strange. Your butler wasn't here, you said, and your maid said he'd been dead for 2 years. Yeah.
Oh, yes, he has been. I think. He's definitely been dead. Which year is it?
Tell her the current year.
2535. Yes, just a little over. Actually, almost 2.5. So, you wanted to know about Gerard's children, did you not?
Yeah, that's right. They seem to be the most obvious people responsible.
They could have just waited until I died. They and Katya are the only people who have any claim on my will.
Katya?
My maid. She makes a delicious lemon cake. Like, yes, this one. This is one of hers. You must have met her.
Right, yeah. Just didn't know her name. I'm gonna grab Gunnar here and just whisper in his ear. Get Benny, tell him to look at the maid. Magic-like. And, push him towards the door.
Told you I don't trust the Vidki. Benny.
Stray?
He said
Okay.
BRB.
Oh, he went. Oh, yeah, BR right there. Yeah, he did.
Actually, that was like 9 minutes ago.
He could be going for a sweet
Oh,
juicy.
yeah. Fair.
This is why I don't trust the Vidki.
Because they take 10-minute dumps. Never trust a man who can't shit in 5 minutes.
No. When you get a Vidki that
Doesn't
can
eat
shit,
enough pork.
Look, when you get a Vidki that can shit a full Chaos Star, you get concerned.
Eh.
Is there anything else you want to ask her before, you get the report on the maid?
That I may actually have to water.
Yeah, I was asking more about the kids. I'm especially interested in the son. Does she know anything about his studies?
Yes. He had the powers of magic since his early years. My husband and I, paid for him to go to the colleges. They weren't sure which one he belonged in for a while. His temperament suited most, and his talent let him tip in to several. In the end, though, he became a grey wizard, one of the Shadow Order.
Well, that just makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes, I think he had I think he had become a journeyman, actually. Back in 31, Gerard was very proud. His son, him a butler, starting to get on the fast track to effective nobility. She seems to be lost in thought. So
Benny, could you take a look at the maid and see if she's got any magical bullshit up on her?
Sure.
Just in case.
Would you like Gunnar back up?
have you dropped your witch sight at all yet?
I'm not going to start, saying, "Oh, I have it up all the time. That makes me the best." No,
Well,
I'll
yeah,
just say that it dropped. Yeah.
It's just that in this case you were specifically following threads of the winds, so
Yeah, but then I started writing a letter.
fair.
I did pass her on the way. Well, if you remember, I used my witch sight when we were talking to her the first time.
Hmm.
When she said that whenever the lady goes into the West Wing, she gets all confused and befuddled, which led Benny to believe, might be some magic. That's when he used it. Did I notice anything then?
You didn't. No, that was the lady, not the maid.
Yes.
Thinking back, yeah, you didn't really notice much of anything about the maid. But then again, there's a whole lot of weirdness going on around here.
Since I know what I'm looking for, can I have a bonus to this?
You can.
Plus 10?
No, let's give you the full bonus. A 30. Okay, it didn't really matter how big the bonus was. Yeah.
Well, it's because...
Wow.
Yeah, but amazing. Just amazing.
So, 7 degrees of success. Good job.
I mean, it does make sense, because, like, the natural counter, I was reading, the natural counter to Grey Wizards are Blue Wizards. Because Grey Wizards can befuddle and, like, hide things, and Blue Wizards are, like, can see the future and are meant to pierce stuff like that. It's great.
Alright. Yeah. You turn your gaze on her again, and you stare, and you stare, and you stare. Yeah. There is something of the grey about her. Not enough to look like an active or even a recent enchantment, but she has some hint of having been close to or having been affected by a grey wizard.
Maybe the sun cast a spell on her.
But also, with that roll, yeah. This wasn't recent, and it didn't end recently either.
But she doesn't, like, burn like a sorcerer does, like another spellcaster, right?
This is correct. She is clearly not a wizard herself, but she has been close to or affected by a grey wizard in the past, but not recently. And indeed, well, it's that one. And also, I think you were away when this was said. Yeah, she only just changed her story from Bright Wizard to Grey Wizard, and yeah, whatever spell it was wore off a while before that.
Suspicious. Good thing that I was writing that letter in another room, and I also have other plans to do other things with that. So I am going to where am I at this point? I was like in this room over here writing a letter, and
But you had been
then
asked
I came
to
over
go
here.
and look at the maid in the main hall.
I will smile at her genially and just go out the door and call for Esva, and then try to get out of where she can see me.
Just in time. Yeah, I've been basically just perched on top of the carriages, and I'll leap down. All right, Benny, what's the story now?
Well, first of all, there is gray magic at work. The maid was affected by it long ago, but it wore off, quite a while ago, so she wasn't under any ensorcelment. But I wasn't there for her to change her story, right? So I don't know.
No, I was actually. So,
Oh.
at least between Amelia. Oh, I caught the tail end of that. I imagine that little ensorcelment was making her tell everyone that her boy went to the bright colleges instead of the shadow.
That would be impossible. The magic that was cast on her wore off long ago. Everything she said was under her own volition and not under the volition of the compulsion of magic.
All right, so she was lying on purpose to protect her little, I guess, fling, perhaps.
Perhaps, but I
not
have
important.
a very important thing that I need you to do.
All right.
If we have a wizard, if we are facing off against a wizard, and most likely one more powerful than I, it is best. It is most likely that most of his or her attention will be on me. So I cannot be seen sending this to the Blue College. I'll need you to send this letter.
All right, I can arrange that. All it takes is for me to make it another early morning and get a message down to the caravans.
Perhaps ask Wolfram for any quiet contacts if you don't have any of your own, and in case you need to grease a few palms. And I will hand you, 3 gold.
I'll blink at the gold. All right then, that shouldn't be much of a problem. I have
It's
some
very-
connections. They're not quite the same as Wolfram's, but also they're probably not in Till's pocket.
It's very important that this gets to the blue wizards without being intersected by another.
All right then. Tell you what, have you got some kind of signet on this so that people know not to fuck with wizard shit?
I do indeed. This this is all written in magic, and it has the symbol. It is signed by Benjamin Davion, and like a really long, apprentice to. I already forgot what I.
mean, I can't read those bits. I can make
Benjamin.
out the name though. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, that must be Benj. Okay, good. All right then, fine. Yes, I can have that parsed on. Shouldn't be much of a problem. I'll just make it another early morning.
All right. And I will go back inside, and while I'm outside, I'll have rummage around in the carriage. And you know what? Made it look like I was just grabbing my pony keg before coming back in.
I mean, you wanted to grab it anyway. You're just looking for an excuse.
I mean, not entirely untrue.
Yeah, I did the old subtle tuck it into the folds of the cloak. I will just lean back and pat a horse on the neck. Fucking crazy wizard business, eh, Peaches? Eh, Cream?
They nicker.
Nay.
Alright. So yeah, what else are you guys doing?
Is there any kind of reward for all of this?
Still kind of giving the maid dirty looks.
Just big buff man doesn't want to leave the tiny little maid, so just sits there leaning in the corner glaring at her.
So Gunnar is staring at the maid, Ezra is talking to the horses. Anything else with the dame?
No, I don't think so.
No, I think she's healed. She's not going to die, so everything's fine. Right? Right?
I have an idea of what we can investigate next. We've investigated the West Wing, and we know that Katya may be hiding something. Maybe, I don't know, personal effects? Hello?
I don't fucking know. This is magic.
I assume
Actually,
you're
I
talking
think-
hers, but
Well, yeah, how are you gonna go, well, what do you actually want to do with her personal effects? Are you gonna go try to find them? Are you gonna just lift her up and strip her naked and check her pockets? So you're gonna what?
Well, my first thought is ask what she knows about the wizard, but I think I've already done that, and I'm really hesitant to try to Etienne this again.
Let's not be too painfully obvious and tip our hand that we know that, she's telling bald-faced lie. She could be tipping off her wizard friend. This is out of character, by the way. I should stop talking. Just say it. If he was a journeyman wizard years ago, he might be a wizard lord now. We don't actually know how. It was like 10 years ago when he was a journeyman, right? 5?
Yeah, but the dame said that the son became a journeyman a little bit before the butler died, so 3 years ago, maybe 4.
So he's, not going to be a wizard lord by now, unless he's a player character. But,
Could be a master wizard.
Could be a
That is
master
in
wizard.
between.
Yeah, and he could be a master wizard and much, much more powerful than Benny. So there's a reason why he's trying to get word to the Blue College and have them help figure it out. So what you guys want to do? Wait, I already did my thing. Contact the Blue Wizards. Contact the witch hunters. No, I'm kidding. Let's not do it.
I mean, actually, that's not necessarily a bad idea.
It is because the college and the witch hunters get along like oil and water.
Yeah, and again, the college would not be happy that a member of the Blue Collegiate went, oh, there might be one of the Shadow Wizards actually going rogue. I'll tell a witch hunter instead of the Collegiate. They would be pissed. Oh my god, they would be angry.
the college is like dealing with stuff like if he's using his powers against someone for personal gain, especially nobility, then the punishments that wizards do to people who stray outside the order sometimes worse than the witch hunters will do.
The schools of magic have literally. I was working on this the other day. They literally have an entire career dedicated to their own personal spooks.
Cool.
Yeah, they have Wizard SIS.
Yeah, they're called the Magister Vigilant.
I mean, that sounds very Warhammer. In fact, that sounds more fucking 40k than fantasy.
Technically, it's called the Master Vigilant, but they seem to like wizards seem to prefer the term Magister.
Yep. It's because they're from Manchester.
On the other hand, they are equivalent power of Master Wizards, and in order to enter the career, you have to explicitly have no dark magic in your repertoire whatsoever.
I mean,
So, is that what you guys are settling on doing? Are you just taking the reward for bringing this to light and calling in the cavalry?
I still
So-
want to investigate the sister's house.
Yes, I do want to do that. I think we should call in the cavalry, and then while they're getting here, we should go deal with the sister.
yeah, it would be a shame if they skipped town while we were waiting on response.
Yeah.
It'd also be a shame if we stumble upon them and guess what? She turns out to be a witch and then kills us all.
No, it's easier to run than die.
Look on the bright side. If Gunnar dies, my next character is a halfling.
Oh god. How many mums does he have?
69.
Of course, one more
68.
than
The last
Amelia.
one kind of got weird.
Alright, so in that case, I'm gonna call the session to a close here.
Cool.
Cool. Actually give me time to prep the other half of this.
Alright, Merzendi, no. Just a quick yes or no. Are we missing something blatant that you told us?
No, you're really not. It's honestly quite irksome how much you've cottoned onto the point where you have well, literally called half the plot threads just before they were revealed.
Well,
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
we kind of cheated because wizards cheat, and this would
Yeah.
have been much more difficult to figure out if Benny couldn't just sniff out enchantments.
True.
And I don't have menacing yet, so granted, I could intimidate her to just straight up give me answers, but I'm not that
that's-
good at it yet.
And, just part of the thing is we still are going up against, a wizard who's much more powerful than us, so, it at least puts me on edge. That's why I'm doing all that crazy stuff for, I'm not seen sending a letter.
On the plus hand, though, at least it's not a metal wizard, because I think metal wizards are actually immune to being cut in half. Red
Alright,
wizards aren't.
anyway.
Shh.
You were pretty smart today. You were actually literally irksomely smart. And that's gonna get all of you guys 150 experience.
Neat.
Whoa. Now,
Uh,
can we bump our skills at any time, or does it have to be like when we have a night off or something?
Anytime.
at the end of sessions,
Excellent.
ideally.
Wait, we all get that?
Yeah,
Is
150.
Is that
Jeez.
150 on top of the base 200, or?
That's your total experience. You don't get base 200, you get base 100.
Okay.
And
You're
then-
getting 50 bonus from being smart.
Where do I even record like experience spent as opposed to experience total? guess
You see on
advancements?
your character sheet top right, advancements is the amount you have spent. XP is the amount you have total.
Cool.
How much
So,
XP did we have from last week?
200.
Okay, and I don't. I'll have to ask how much I have left over from like buying. I don't know how leveling up works in this game.
Each
Everything's
single
100.
advancement. Yeah. You bought consume alcohol that cost 100 experience. You can buy another characteristic thing that will cost 100.
Okay, I'll have questions after you're done wrapping up.
Yeah. I think that's all from me. Savin, you're streaming. If you want to give us a sign off.
Yeah. Bye, nerds. See you later.